What is poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are continuing our 3 to 4 episode journey, taking a look at Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds' journey as Deadpool and Wolverine, starting off at X-Men Origins, which we took a look at yesterday. Today we are taking a look at Deadpool 1, tomorrow we'll be taking a look at Deadpool 2, and then the day after that we'll be taking a look at Deadpool 3 or Deadpool and Wolverine. So this is a 4 little episode special here on the channel, taking a look at the history of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and also Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. So we are going to be going into a movie which I wasn't actually able to watch when it first came out in cinemas because I was too young to go see it. This was an 18 plus movie, and I do believe I was like a 16. So I was too young to go see it, unfortunately. So I had to wait till it came out on DVD to actually get a hold of it and to actually watch what this was. But it was around the time when Sausage Party came out as well, so it was like a whole load of like movies which seemed family friendly until it wasn't. So Deadpool, it's a 2016 action comedy which is 1 hour and 48 minutes. Again, back when superhero movies were regular like length and not like a 3 hour long marathon. But you can watch this on Disney Plus, Google Play, or Amazon Prime. It is 85% Rotten Tomatoes, and it is Ajax, a twisted scientist, experiments on Wade Wilson, a mercenary, to cure him of cancer and give him healing powers. However, he experiments leave Wade disfigured, and he decides to exact revenge. So I'm going to be taking a look at this story in more of like a chronological order rather than the way it's told in the movie, because the way it's told in the movie does get a little bit confusing and does get a little bit messy. So Deadpool basically is a mercenary. He goes around and beats people up and kills people for money, and he ends up sort of falling in love with Vanessa. He then gets cancer and basically does anything he can to get rid of that cancer, which does involve him going to this superhero place, which gives him superpowers and a super suit which isn't animated. And it leaves him disfigured because they put him through awful, torturous experiments, and the only thing that actually works on him is taking away his oxygen or making it so it feels like he's constantly choking, which is very unfortunate and very, very painful. I don't think I could have gone through with that, and it's not like he had a choice either. He then feels too ugly to go back and see Vanessa and kind of just leaves her and goes on a hunt for Ajax to try and make him have, get his face back, get how he looks back. So he puts together a super suit and basically goes around killing people, shooting people, and we have Megasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus joining us on this journey, trying to stop him from killing and turn him into an X-Men, because we can't afford any of the other X-Men in these movies. So we just get these two. And I'm going to be honest, they aren't the worst too. They are pretty fucking cool. And they continue the journey. They basically get prepped, get prepared, and fight Ajax because he took Vanessa and he kidnapped her. And now he's pretty angry. So he has like this really like strong girl, this really strong woman who takes on Colossus, and she does a superhero landing. They have a big old fight. We then have like Megasonic Teenage Warhead sort of fighting all the guards, and then Deadpool using his swords and his 12 bullets to take out the rest of them and go after Ajax in a big shipping yard whilst the boat is collapsing, falling down, sinking. He has to save Vanessa from the same sort of suffocation tube that he was in. He manages to save her, and she sees his face for the first time, and they get back together, and Deadpool gets his happily ever after. I'm gonna be honest, this movie is fucking incredible. It is still holds up to this day with CGI, animation, storytelling. It's still so funny, it's witty, and it's one of those movies that you can just watch over and over again. Deadpool is one of those characters which I do love from Marvel. He's easily in my top 5 with Venom, Rocket, Nova, Iron Fist, and himself. Does make it the top 5, I'm going to be honest. We have like Gambit, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, and Sabretooth making the top sort of 10 cut. Then we obviously have Ant-Man at 10 itself. But again, that is just my personal preference. There's a lot of Marvel characters which I do like, and the order does change depending on what movie I'm watching. However, the animation is fucking incredible. Like the CGI on Deadpool getting shot, the blood splatter, the gore, the characters exploding, the characters getting their heads and arms chopped and ripped off. It's all incredible. It's very gory, but it's done in such a way that it's meaningful and also comedic as well. Because we all love a good comedic murder now and then. We also have Deadpool chasing someone on a Zamboni, which is fucking hysterical. This movie has you laughing from start to finish, but it does also know how to take itself seriously and have those serious moments which actually make you sit down and think about what's going on instead of just giggling and laughing the entire time. Ryan Reynolds really sort of found himself here. This is where he really started to like be himself, and this is where it's like he was born for this role and he was born to do this. It's like one of those characters like everyone says with like Robert Downey Jr., he was born to play Iron Man. Hugh Jackman was born to play Wolverine. Well, if they're born to play those, Ryan Reynolds is born to play Deadpool, and I hope he continues to play Deadpool for years and years to come, because I can't imagine anyone else playing Deadpool just as good as he has over the past few years. He does look like an avocado has fucked an older avocado, so the prosthetics and makeup team worked fucking overtime to get his ugly mug the way it is, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks fucking disgusting, but it looks fantastic with how disgusting it looks. It's that disgusting that you can't help but just keep staring at it, and it is so fucking detailed and so fucking good. Like, it's some really good prosthetic makeup, and he's still the most handsome man alive. I can't deny that. Even with the face that fucked up, he's still the most handsome man alive. And story's really cool. It's quite meaningful and impactful, and it does set up Deadpool pretty well for the rest of the universe. And it does lead pretty nicely into number two as well. So we'll be getting onto that tomorrow. Deadpool number one is a solid 10 out of 10 movie. When I first watched this, I did think it was a little bit annoying how it kept cutting around, and like how he was the narrator and it kept chopping up the story, and we got it in like little segments, but I believe that helped the story in the end and made it that bit more impactful as it was slowly uncovering the mystery of how he became who he was, and it did a little bit of a Megamind as well, where it's like, oh, how did I get here type thing, where it starts you off at like one of the biggest fights of the movie, and then it takes you back to the start to talk about all the little stuff that happened just up until that point. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. I'm never gonna dance again until I dance with